Okay, welcome back to the channel. Very, very quick one for me. I just wanted to share this. I shared this with my clients a while back, but it's the win-win-win referral campaign. It looks a little bit like this. It's very short, very easy, and this, honestly, every 4 to 6 weeks our clients run this and they stack a lot of monthly recurring revenue. So I want you to steal it and use it, especially this time of year. It's very, very important. So the reason it's called the win-win-win referral campaign is really simple. You win, the client wins, and the person who's referring it, your current client refers on person, they win as well. So you, the client, and the prospect, the new person. Okay, so let's get into it. I don't want to get this video any longer than it has to be. It's just me telling you a referral tactic. So I want you to grab it and go and use it in your business today. So first things first, how does it actually work? Well, before getting started, you need to determine the amount that you're willing to spend to acquire a client. Now, it's always a funny one when I ask clients this. I'm like, how much would you spend to acquire a client? And they're like, £50, £100. And I think to myself, well, let me ask you this. How long do you normally keep clients for? And they go, probably about 12 months or more. Once they're in the door, they stay. It's like, okay, cool. So how much are you? I'm £200 per month. It's like, okay. So you do realise that that is £2,400 per year, don't you? So a client is worth that to you. That's the lifetime value of a client. So why in God's name are you trying to pay £50 to £100 for a client? Crazy, right? So that reframes it all together. Now, this isn't me going to say that you're going to have to go and pay thousands for someone, right? Because not every client stays 12 months and stuff like that. I know that, right? But I want you to really think about it, and I want you to not be tight with your money. So here's an example that once you identify the cost, I've put that in quotes because it's not a cost, it's an investment. Divide it by 2 and that's your referral program. Okay, so let's say you're comfortable spending £500 to acquire a client on a referral program. The current client is going to get £250 of that, and the new client is going to save or get £250. And of course, you're going to keep the rest for when they, month 2, month 3, whatever it might be. Now, they could get money off. Now, there's a couple of ways you could work this. You could look at it from a perspective of the client who refers on gets half of the money. The other new client either gets the money off their first month, or really simply, once they've finished their initial 30 days, 6 weeks, 3 months or whatever, they then get that money back. And you could do this in a performance basis. So it's like, if you see out the program, fully engage in it, we'll give you that £250 back at the end. It's really up to you how you want to do it. There's pros and cons to every way. So let's look at it here. So £250 cash for the existing client if the referral pays. We want to make it clear that the more referrals they send, the more money they can make from this. There's no limit. One of our gyms has a client, I think three of their best clients literally competing with us. And I think they've referred like 19 people. They've got like a little mini scoreboard happening, so it's pretty cool to see. So make that very, very clear. And then, the other way to look at it is £250 off the first invoice for the new client. So let's say for simple maths, you're £250, okay? Like that's your monthly rate that you sign people up. That's your group program, your online coaching or whatever. If your current client refers someone on, you give that current client £250 in cash. You might say you'll take it off their monthly fee. It doesn't matter what happens, right? It's entirely up to you. And then this person here can maybe get their first month free. Now, the problem with this is obviously if they just leave after 30 days, then you've just coached someone for free. So it's not always the best to do that. What you could do is it could be, let's say it's £750 for 3 months up front. You could charge them that, but charge them £500. And that way they get the £250 off, but you've just charged them up front instead. That way you make sure that they buy into it. Or you could give them the £250. You could charge them £250, okay, for 3 months, over a 3 month spell. And at the end of the 3 months, they get £250 cash transferred to them, right? It really depends on you. Just don't move the goalposts and make people feel like they've been blindsided here by this. Make it work for you. We have seen instances where the coach has just waited to the end of the 90 days. We've seen instances that have worked where they're not going to leave after 30 days because it's amazing type thing. And the chances are as well, your client isn't going to recommend anyone who's going to take the piss, right? So this should always be sound if you get the right people referring. So it's a winning triangle. That's my idea of a triangle. The client wins, the referral wins, and you win. That's the big idea here. Okay, really simple. So coming up here, we are looking at when to ask, right? So when to ask, really simple, an onboarding call when they're most excited and they're loving it and they're like, this is such a great service that I've just signed up to. When they've completed the first 30 days or they've hit a big milestone, it's a really good time to, ask that. Is like 30 days in, they're loving it, they feel great about things, then you want to set that up, okay? Maybe the big milestone they've hit is like they've done 100 sessions with you, they've been with you for 100 days, they've been with you a year, 6 months, whatever the anniversary is type thing. Another thing is right after a positive check-in or one-to-one call. Sounds pretty obvious, but if it's really positive and everything's going well, it's a good time to ask that. And then another time is just handwritten cards, coaching anniversary, or in person with a card. So let's say you've got in-person events, in-person client meetups. That'd be a very, very good time to ask that and use that as part of your talk for when you have maybe an in-person event that you can speak to your clients all at once. So what's the action steps there then? Well, it's important to educate your customer on the next steps to make it as easy for them as possible. I can't tell you how many business owners fall short at this part because they've come up with this really good referral program, but they put it all in the hands of their client, okay? And you really want to take control of it here because there is so many people who just go, yeah, by the way, just to let you know, we've got, if you know any friends or family, we're doing a £250 referral. If you refer on, they get £250 off, and you get £250 off. They're like, oh wow, great. They go home and then life takes over. They've got a lot more important things in life to worry about than your referral campaign. Okay, so you really have to take control of this situation here. And this is how you do it. You could create an introduction email if that's the way you speak to your clients. The client can CC you in an introduction email with your referral, and then you can take it from there. Or you could get permission to WhatsApp the referral and take complete control. You could get the client to set up a WhatsApp group, then leave. So if that's where you handle most of your business is on WhatsApp, say to the client, hey, ask your friend that you think's got a great fit and ask that it's okay if I message on WhatsApp. And said, yeah, she's fine for you to message. Great, cool. And then you take control. Honestly, and then even if the client just sets up a WhatsApp group and then leaves, even better. That way there's no awkwardness. It doesn't feel strange, okay? Next up, make them aware that the more referrals, the more commission they make, it is unlimited. I know I'm saying this again, but it's so important, okay? And then lastly, just enjoy the commission. Make it part of your acquisition strategy, like all the time. So if you want to set up every 30 days, well, you don't want to ask clients every 30 days maybe, if they've already provided it with it. But set up some internal systems in your business whereby you get notified to just go, right, okay, have we spoke to these people? Have an automation that when a client's 30 days in, if they're doing well, it's time to ask them then. And just reinforce this in your back-end systems as part of your overall client acquisition strategy. And you're going to add thousands every quarter to your top line by doing this, okay? And that is pretty much it. This is the win-win-win referral campaign. What I'll do is I'll pop this link to this board in the description here, just so that you've got it and you can come and copy it. But that is pretty much it. That is the win-win-win referral campaign. Go and install it now and make more money. I will see you in the next video. Appreciate you watching.